Welcome to The Explainer. Okay, let's just dive right in. There's a huge shift happening on Amazon right now. And look, if you're not on top of it, I can pretty much guarantee it's costing you money.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This right here, it's a direct quote from AI expert Vladimir Seminov. If you are still running a keyword-heavy campaign structure, you are already fighting a losing battle. Wow. I mean, that really nails the urgency of what we're talking about today. This isn't some far-off trend. It's happening right now, and a lot of sellers are already on the losing side.
All right, Section 1, the keyword era is over. For what? The last 10 years, the game on Amazon was pretty simple, right? Keywords were everything. They were the currency. You'd find the good ones, the high-volume ones, you'd bid like crazy, you'd climb the ranks, and bam, you made money. Well, that formula, it's officially broken.
So that leads to the big question, right? Why isn't your 2024 playbook going to work in 2026? You might be sitting there looking at your campaigns and thinking, hey, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. This stuff worked last year. But the thing is, the entire ground has shifted right under your feet. So let's get into exactly why that is.
Okay, so the main cause of this whole earthquake, it's a new AI shopping assistant from Amazon, and its name is Rufus. This isn't just some small update. Rufus and the algorithm behind it have completely torn up the old rulebook for how people find products. Now you might be thinking, oh, it's just another chatbot on the side of the page. Nope, not even close. Rufus and this back-end algorithm they call Cosmo, this is a total change in philosophy for Amazon's search engine. We're moving away from just matching words in a search bar to actually understanding what a shopper really, truly wants. Think about the old way, right? The world we all got used to. A customer types in running shoes. Boom. Super simple. We'd bid on running shoes, our ad would pop up, it was straightforward, easy to manage, we all knew the drill. And now, this is the new reality. Shoppers are literally having conversations with the search bar. So how on earth do you bid on a question like this? Yeah, the keyword shoes is in there somewhere, but that's not the point, is it? The context is everything. Trying to use your old keyword strategy here is like trying to catch smoke with your hands. It's just not going to work, and you're going to spend a ton of money trying. Okay, so that's the what, but let's talk about the proof. Let's look at some of the alarming new numbers. This is the hard data, the stuff that shows this isn't just a theory. These are the symptoms, and they are hitting advertisers right in the wallet, right now. $1.15. Now that might not sound like a lot, but that was the average cost per click. Think about that. At that price, bidding on those huge generic keywords, that's become a rich brand's game. It's for the big players with deep pockets. For everybody else, it's just a fast way to set your ad budget on fire. Now this next one, this is a really big deal. 60% of search results on Amazon are now personalized. So what does that actually mean? It means you and I could search for the exact same thing, say coffee maker, and see two totally different pages of results based on what we've bought before. Your old reliable keyword targeting, it's basically a roll of the dice now. You're bidding, but you have no idea who's actually seeing your ad. And get this, the speed of change is just insane. You know how we used to track those big algorithm updates maybe once a quarter? Well, now they're happening every single week. So think about this. If you're making your ad decisions based on data from last month, you are literally trying to optimize for a version of Amazon that doesn't even exist anymore. You're already behind. So, okay, it sounds kind of chaotic, right? So where are the smart advertisers, the profitable brands putting their money? Well, if you follow the money, you'll see they are making a really clear, really dramatic shift away from all the old stuff. Just look at this table. It's a night and day comparison. Check out keyword targeting. It got cut in half. It went from 60% of the budget all the way down to 30%. So where'd all that money go? Well, a huge piece of it went right over to product targeting. That's AIin targeting. It more than doubled from just 15% to a whopping 40%. And this chart really drives it home. Product targeting, going after your competitors' specific product pages, that is now the biggest slice of the pie for a successful ad campaign. It's a total flip from the old keywords first way of thinking. So here's the big strategic shift, the key takeaway. The battle isn't about ranking anymore. It's about placement. Why? Because trying to fight for the #1 spot for a super expensive generic keyword is it's a losing battle.
It's way cheaper and, frankly, way more effective to just show up right on your competitor's page and poach their customers right before they're about to hit that Add to Cart button.
Okay, so the big question is, how in the world do you actually manage all this? I mean, you've gone from tracking maybe a few hundred keywords to now having to target thousands of different competitor ASINs and all these audience groups that are changing every single day. The short answer is, you don't. At least, not manually.
This comparison right here says it all. A human manager just can't keep up. It's impossible. While a person is spending hours trying to make sense of last month's report, an AI agent sees that your top competitor just raised their price by $5, and in that same second, it shifts your budget to plaster your ads all over their listing, scooping up all their annoyed customers. By the time a human even opens the spreadsheet, that moment, that opportunity is completely gone.
Which brings us to our final section, adapt or get priced out. It really is that simple. The playbook has been totally rewritten, and sticking to the old tactics, well, it's not just a bad strategy anymore, it's a huge liability.
Here's another killer quote from the source material, and honestly, this is a direct challenge to every single seller out there. If your monthly PPC report is just a list of keywords and ACOS, fire your agency. I mean, wow. But he's right. If that's all you're looking at, you do not have the info you need to compete. You're basically flying blind.
So what's the action item here? You've got to start demanding better data. You need to focus on these new metrics for 2026. Ask yourself, what's our share of voice against our top competitors? Are we actually tracking new-to-brand metrics to know if we're growing, or just trading the same customers back and forth? And how are we measuring contextual relevance so we know our ads are showing up in the right places at the right time? These are the questions that are going to determine if you win or lose.
Because in the end, it really just comes down to this. The choice is yours. Adapt or get priced out. The sellers who just keep clinging to their old keyword spreadsheets, they're going to be the ones wondering where all their profit went. But the ones who embrace this new world of context and placement and AI-driven advertising, those are the ones who are going to thrive. The choice is yours.